Hey guys, welcome back to For I Have Sinned. My name is Jess,
And this is Lauren.
and we are back with a cult episode. And it's
Oh,
Lauren's turn, and I'm super excited because cults are fucking crazy.
yes.
um, Real quick before we start, want to give a shout out to our newest patron, Evie. I believe she is overseas in the UK. I'm not 100% positive. Evie, if that is the case or if I'm wrong, let me know. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for joining us on Patreon. Uh, it's growing slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So remember, guys, if you want to join us on there, we have a lot of cool perks, and it is patreon.com/ for I have sinned pod. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to us, give us a like, maybe click on the notification bell, and stay in the loop.
Yeah. So, hi, Evie. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Evie. That's so cool.
Yeah, I love that.
All right, Lauren, who do you got, or what cult do you have?
This is going to be a little bit different because this is not yet going to involve any sort of deaths or murders,
Oh,
but it is something that I had mentioned before, and I did say that I wanted to look into and actually maybe do like a little episode on. So this is actually going to be about Jared Leto and the 30
I
Seconds to
knew it.
Mars cult. You did?
I knew it. When you said that it didn't have to do with any deaths yet.
Yet.
Is it
Who's,
Jared Leto or is it Jared Leto?
oh, I don't
I have
know.
no idea. I don't think
Leto,
it matters.
Leto,
He's
Jared
weird.
Leto.
I mean, he's beautiful, but he is just a weirdo.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
And I did try to do like a little about his background to kind of try to understand why he is the way that he is, and it
Yeah.
kind of makes sense. So for those of you that don't know, Jared, should I say Leto or Leto? I don't know, Jared Leto. Okay, let's just say Leto. Jared
Okay.
Leto. He he's an American actor. He has been in a lot of movies.
Jordan
He
Catalano.
Ooh, yeah, he was in also like some TV stuff. He was in
Did you used to watch My So-Called
My
Life?
So-Called Life. That's yep, exactly what I
Oh,
was saying.
Jordan
I didn't watch
Catalano.
it, but I
Oh
I know
God.
that yeah, I was not really into it.
Oh, I loved
Um
it. It was just so like 90s grungy, and I still I don't know if you, well, you said you didn't really watch it, but the girl that played Rayanne, she just had the best wardrobe, and I still like use her as fashion
Really?
inspiration.
I'll have to
Yes.
check it out. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember watching it like here and there when I was younger, and I was like, meh, not really my kind of show.
Oh
But
God.
the first time I ever actually realized who Jared Leto was, he was in Requiem for a Dream,
Oh God, yeah.
which he is incredible.
He is brilliant.
Yeah, he's a really, really good actor. He also played the Joker in oh my God, why am I drawing a blank?
Suicide Squad.
Thank you, Suicide Squad, which people hated. It reminded me
I didn't
more of
see
like
it.
Marilyn Manson. I didn't love it. I thought it was actually a pretty horrible job. But
Like cheesy, right?
yeah, he tried, I guess.
I think
But
he's just
otherwise,
trying to be almost like a, not, and I'm not saying this because Joaquin Phoenix also played Joker, but I feel like he's trying to be that type. Like he's trying to do weird stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah, I didn't love his interpretation of the Joker. But nonetheless, a talented actor. He's been doing it for a really, really long time. So if you don't know who he is, you just might not know his name. You've probably seen a movie that he's in. It's kind of crazy.
He's gorgeous.
He's a good looking dude. Good
Yeah.
looking dude. And
He's
he also has
pretty.
like interesting fashion sense, which I can
Yes.
appreciate. He's not afraid to wear a dress.
Right. And he also kind of, when, I don't know if his hair's still long, but I just remember seeing an article. You remember when everybody, when the whole ombre hair trend started, and it, like people went crazy for it? Like
Yeah.
Jared Leto had ombre hair.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, so he's definitely a fashionable dude.
Yeah.
So Jared Leto is an American actor and musician born December 26th, 1971 in Bossier City, Louisiana.
Oh, he's from Louisiana.
Yes, I did not know that.
Interesting.
Um, Right? I know. I would never have pinned Louisiana.
Mm-mm.
His but apparently I guess he was kind of like moved around a lot. His parents divorced when he was very young, and Jared, along with his oldest brother Shannon, were given their stepfather's surname of Leto. The boys lived with their mother, Constance Leto, and maternal grandparents. Jared's biological father had remarried and had two other sons with his second wife, but when Jared was just 8 years old, his dad committed suicide, which is kind of
Oh shit.
sad. Yeah, and Jared actually recalls moving around often as a child because they were living with their grandparents, and his grandfather was in the Air Force, so
Okay.
they kind of bounced around a lot.
I don't know why, but I see him being from like Jersey City for some
Yeah,
reason.
I would
I don't
never,
know why.
I would never in a million years have guessed Louisiana.
Yeah.
So, Jared's mother, Constance, was described as being part of the hippie movement, and she wanted her sons to be involved in the arts.
Okay.
And, kind of makes sense. He described that as a child, they, quote, celebrated creative experience and creative expression. We didn't try to curtail it or stunt any of that kind of growth. So both him and his brother Shannon were raised in the company of musicians, artists, photographers, and theater from a young age. So it kind of makes sense why he is so like he's just a very kind of like a flamboyant dude. He's really creative, whatever. He dropped out of school when he was in the 10th grade, and then he ended up actually going back to school, but he when he re-enrolled in school, it was a private school, and he ended up going to college for visual arts and filmmaking. While he was in school, he wrote and starred in his first short film titled Crying Joy.
Hmm.
I did not watch it. I will just say
I did
that.
not bother.
I did. In 1992, Jared Leto wanted to pursue a career in directing, so he moved to Los Angeles. He began taking on minor acting roles to get his foot in the door, and his first major role was, like you had mentioned, Jess, in 1994 on the teen drama My So-Called Life as the love interest of Claire Danes' character. So yeah, that was one that I like had seen here and there. To me, it was kind of like a chick show, so I was not interested in it.
Oh my God, you know what? Like I mean, yeah, it is more of a chick show, but it was just so like I was just into that whole like 90s grunge scene, you
Hmm.
know? So I just loved it. And also Jordan Catalano. He was such an asshole, but he was just so gorgeous. The part that he played. Oh, I loved him.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So, kind of to your point, despite only having one season, My So-Called Life did have a pretty strong cult following. Like
Wait, it
people,
was only one season?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I had no idea it was that
yeah,
short.
yeah, and even only just having one season, people were still obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So that kind of speaks on Jared Leto's character, like of him as an actual actor. Like people were just obsessed with him kind of
Yeah.
from the get-go.
Yeah.
He also landed a television film gig in the same year, starring in Cool and the Crazy alongside Alicia Silverstone, which is a big deal. You know, Alicia Silverstone ended up being a pretty big name.
Yeah.
And
I don't
his
know that
first,
movie.
I don't either. It was like a TV movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a television film. And then his first like actual movie was in 1995 when he was cast in the drama How to Make an American Quilt, which I actually vaguely remember that movie. I don't know if I ever watched it, but
I didn't
uh
see it, but I know of it. I don't think
yeah,
I've seen it
I
anyway.
don't think I did. 95, I'm like I was pretty young. Probably didn't give a fuck. But since then he has been in over 25 full length and short films. So he's had a pretty prolific acting career.
Yeah.
And that's not including stuff that he has been involved with as far as like, directing, writing, things of that nature. So he's definitely a super creative person, very talented actor. He's been in the biz for, gosh, since 94. So he's been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
In 1998, Jared also began working on music and formed a band called 30 Seconds to Mars along with his brother Shannon. Something I do admire about him is that he didn't want his acting career to be used as a crutch to catapult the band's success. So he actually did keep it quiet. I actually didn't know I had heard of 30 Seconds to Mars and I never knew that Jared Leto was the singer.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
right?
Hmm.
So that's
I was
something
shocked. I
that's,
remember
yeah,
like,
I was too.
and I maybe only heard like a couple of songs from them,
Yeah.
but I remember when I found out that he was the singer, I was like, what? Really?
Yeah. 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 I thought that was pretty kind of admirable. He didn't want to
Yeah.
use that to be the only reason that the band was successful. And they
Right.
they are a successful band. They still are to this day.
Oh yeah.
Their first album did take a few years to be completed and was actually released in 2002. So they were working on that first album for a long time. In December of 2011, the band broke the Guinness World Record, which was something I did not know either, for the longest tour of a rock band.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It was the Into the Wild tour. It began in February 2010, and I want to say 300 was the previous record, which they played their 300th show at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. And they went on to do 9 more shows after that. So 309 is the current world record,
Oh
which
my
they hold.
God. I feel like that would make somebody go crazy.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
That's a long ass tour.
Maybe that's the
Um,
start of his quirkiness.
well, yeah, it kind of, I mean, so the band, was really successful. They had won a lot of awards, MTV Music Awards, this, that, and the other. I didn't even go into all of that because there was a huge just list of stuff that they've won. So they were a super successful band. And during an interview in 2013 was actually the first time that Jared Leto said, the person interviewing him was like, "Oh, well, you guys have developed quite a cult following." And his reply was, "Yes, we are a cult."
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So 2013 was actually the first time that specific phrase was coined by the band. Uh,
That's really interesting and
yep.
weird.
Yep. Right. Right. Definitely weird. So 30 Seconds to Mars is still, they're still, from what I can tell, making music, doing things. They have released 5 albums. Their most recent album was released in 2018, but during the first part of the 2018 tour for that album, one of the band members quit. So I didn't do too much digging, but I wasn't able to see if that band member was replaced or what. So I don't know if because that band member quit, they decided to do this like at first it was called Mars Camp and it was held in Malibu. And it was like a summer camp thing. I want to say the first time, let
What
me
was it,
double
like a
check.
festival or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like like a sleepaway camp type of thing. Yeah,
For who? Who is this for?
for their fans. So
Okay.
it's almost like a extended meet and greet type of thing. Yeah, so it was 3 days, 2 nights, August 22nd to 24th in 2019. And I guess it was kind of like a festival is a good word.
Did you say 2019?
Yes.
Oh,
So
recently.
yes, so it was like the next year after they put out that 2018 album and the guy quit. So I'm assuming they didn't continue with the tour since they lost one of their band members. So they were like, well, shit, we got to do something to make money. So they did this Camp Mars thing. And then that same year, 2019, they also did Mars Island, which kind of is like gave me Firefest vibes in a way, but also gave me like Jonestown vibes.
Oh.
So yeah, so it's a festival type of thing that they have on an island off of Croatia. I cannot say the name, so I'm not even going to try, but they call it Mars Island.
Is that the
And
picture where you see him walking in like the
the
long, it's
white,
like, yeah, like a gown almost,
yep, he's
like
wearing
up on a,
oop, that's Tyrion saying hello.
hi
Yeah, they're like
Tyrion.
on like a cliff, and there's like a
Yes.
huge group, and it's mostly women. Um, yes. So definitely gives me like Jim Jones, Jonestown vibes as well. He definitely looks like a fucking cult leader. He's wearing these long white linen like gowns with white linen pants, white flip-flops. He's got the long scraggly hair. He's got a full beard, and he's just being followed by a horde of fans. And apparently this group of fans, they call themselves the Echelon, um, which, the word echelon just always denotes like status.
Yeah.
So they're like the elites. And they
Oh God.
actually, yes, they refer to Jared Leto as a prophet.
Oh
They refer to
no.
him as the echelon leader.
Oh
Um,
no.
they have a symbol. It's like a triangle with a line through it. They have
Oh God.
merch with these symbols on it. They have merch with like other phrases on it. If you go on their Twitter, like they are promoting the fuck out of this. And one of the articles that I actually read about, they were saying like, yeah, Jared Leto has a cult. Apparently, that person who wrote that got tons of nasty emails from the Echelon. And they were like,
Oh my
we're not
God.
a cult. And they're like, well, why does everybody say hashtag yes, this is a cult? Like everything you see, it's all like hashtag Mars Island, hashtag you wouldn't understand, or something like
Oh
it's
no.
like very much a cult following. Um, and it's kind of, I mean, good for you that you are able to capitalize off of not making albums and doing tours. I guess that's, great, but
I'm gonna say
it's
something
weird.
I want to
Go
say
ahead.
something controversial,
Go ahead.
and hopefully we don't lose followers. But maybe Trump should do something like Trump Island, so that way his cult will follow him and just they could just live there.
So the one article that I read, they did an update in response to all of the hate mail that they got, and they were like, well, you guys did say that it was a cult, and there are other things that have cult followings. Donald Trump is a perfect example of that. So, yeah, I mean, something can be a cult. Killing people isn't what makes something a cult. It's just
Right.
usually the result of something having a cult following,
Yeah.
where
Or
there's
just
one.
some sketchy shit going on in a
Yeah,
cult. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yes. So it's interesting. People get tattoos of the cult symbol while they're
Uh-huh.
there. So I did a little digging. I went onto the website for Mars Island where they're selling tickets. So the first one was in 2019. The starting price for it was 3 days. The starting price, which didn't include airfare or travel cost or anything, was $995, and the highest tier was $6,499. Um,
Jesus Christ.
yes, yes, yes. And you can do add-ons. So then obviously 2020, given the circumstances of the COVID, they didn't have this gathering.
Well,
Let's
at
see.
least they're being COVID safe.
Yes, yes, they were. So what do they describe it as? Mars Island 2021. Mars Island is a 3-night all-inclusive festival experience on a private island in Croatia. Relax and restore with yoga amongst the trees. Take a dip in the Adriatic Sea. Watch a midnight screening or go gaze at the stars and catch two intimate performances by 30 Seconds to Mars. Mars Island is an experience like no other. So that's their little blurb just explaining what it is.
That
And
is
then I
so
looked,
weird.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. So I looked into the different tiers of what they're offering now. The starting point for the 2021 event, which is set to take place August 20th to 23rd. Lowest price is called the Stargazer package, which starts at 1,649.
Oh my God, that's the
Yeah,
lowest here, you
that's the
said?
lowest now. Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then the most expensive one listed is the, what is it called? Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Packages. The most expensive one listed was something Daydreamer package, which is $7,149. The highest priced package, which is the Phoenix package, which is in the VIP Village, doesn't even have a price listed. It's 4 nights all inclusive. You have to contact them for pricing of that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And just to
And
give
this
you,
is 3 nights, right?
this one says
Oh,
four nights,
four.
4 night,
Still.
but still. So just to, I wanted to like just list what they're boasting is included in this.
Go on a cruise for a week or something.
Come on. I mean, whatever. I'm not shaming people for doing what they're doing, but it's just like they are getting a lot of fucking money for this.
Yeah.
So when you do the VIP packages, you do get a private sun lodge that is weatherproof, lockable, and fully furnished, opposed to the lowest end where you're in a tent. But the tent does have air conditioning or climate control, whatever. So that's nice at least.
I'm
But like,
sorry. If I'm gonna pay like that much money for something, Jared Leto better put a baby in me or something.
so like the lowest end, yeah, they have like shared showers, shared restrooms, stuff like that. So the higher end, the highest one, the Phoenix package, you get 4 nights included. So you get early entry, VIP village, meals, snacks, non-alcoholic beverages,
That
uh,
sucks.
private, I know, private boat transportation, air conditioning, private bathroom facilities and shower, linens and towels, power sockets, a fridge, festival activities, opening ceremony with the band, photo with the band, Q&A with Jared Leto, drum circle with Shannon Leto. Island activities including yoga, meditation, water sports, film screenings, karaoke, workshops, face painting, more to be announced. And then the VIP extra activities that they get is early access to the island, priority entry to band activities with priority seating, priority entry to both concerts, VIP activity with Jared Leto, doesn't say what that is.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much.
Very, very general description.
Maybe that's the thing. He's gonna
Hey, that's
put
what they're
babies in
charging
people.
for. That VIP activity, baby.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Bartholomew Cubbins limited edition print. I don't know what that means. It says never before seen, signed and numbered. Sound check. Exclusive VIP merchandise, which is signed. Private boat dinner, followed by a private opening ceremony with the band, and an exclusive limited edition gift from Jared and Shannon. Maybe that's a baby. Uh,
Sorry, I can't get over it.
Private transfers to and from airport, fridge stocked with beverages daily, private yoga session, complimentary massage for 60-minute session, reserved water sports equipment, complimentary snorkel equipment, private family style dining, after show late night food, group concierge service, and a backstage tour from a crew member. And now at the bottom it says, please note that all activities with the band are subject to programming and timing changes. So basically, like they could just maybe not do it. I don't know. So it's kind of, I mean, whatever.
I kind of
We'll
feel like,
see.
honestly, I kind of feel like Jared Leto only comes out like when it has to do with band stuff, and then you don't see him the rest of the time. And if you're VIP, the whatever activities you're gonna have with him, it's probably like, I don't know, eating breakfast or something.
Wait,
What?
apparently,
What?
I just tried to see what Bartholomew Cubbins is, and
Okay.
apparently it's one of his favorite Dr. Seuss characters. He So when he is acting, he goes by Jared Leto, but when he directs music videos, he goes by Bartholomew Cubbins. So it's like his alter ego.
Oh no.
So there you go. I mean, it gets weird. The more you look into it, the weirder it gets. It's just one of those like interesting things.
I honestly think he's trying to be like weird and
Yeah.
I don't know what word I'm looking for. Weird and I don't know.
It's almost like he's trying to normalize a cult in a way.
Yeah.
Um,
This is so
he-
strange.
yeah, it's interesting. You got to look at the photos and stuff too. We'll put up some photos
Yeah.
of the first Mars Island gathering, and on the 2021 website, it you can add on a tattoo for $99. You get to pick from one of four designs.
Is the
That
symbol cool?
it's a
I'm not
triangle with a line through it this way.
so
Uh,
like Harry Potter.
Almost, but the line's going the other way.
That is
Yeah, but you don't
so
get to see what the
stupid.
tattoos are. On the website, there's no way to look at what the designs are that you get to pick from. So you get to pick from one of four designs, but you don't you don't know what it is, but you sign up for it and you get a
Oh
random
my
tattoo. Which, by
God.
the way, when you're on vacation, don't get a tattoo. That's like the worst time to try to be healing a tattoo. You can't go in the water. You don't
Yeah.
want to get a don't I mean, whatever. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it's probably not a great decision.
No. Unless you're gonna get it and then go directly to the airport to go
Right.
home.
Yeah, get it on the last day. There you go.
Yeah.
That's our my sound advice from you. Also, I mean,
Just don't. Just
just
don't do it.
don't join a cult, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Please.
So that's all I got. We can do an update in the summer after this has happened again, and I'll see. Hopefully, nothing bad happens. Hopefully, it is just
This is so interesting
it's interesting.
and just insane.
Yeah. Most things that I read also noted that the echelon is made up mostly of female fans. It is
Well, yeah.
mostly, yeah, women. So
And who are these women? I mean, apparently they have money.
they look like younger. From the photos, they definitely look younger.
They're probably
Uh,
like trust fund kids.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, that was a lot of what like Fire Festival was.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like a lot of Coachella is that too.
Totally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This definitely gives me vibes of something like that.
Oh God,
So
that's so strange.
no dirt yet on anything like weird or sketchy going on. But that could just be maybe it's being covered up and we don't know yet.
Yeah, but still, this is really interesting. Like I didn't even think it was gonna be this weird.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I thought it was just gonna be something silly, like he has like I don't know, like prayer sessions every once a month or something like.
Oh, it's so like the pictures that the fans were posting from the last event. They're all posting pictures of him, and he's standing there, and he's got his arms stretched out, and he's wearing his linens, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so grateful for this experience. This was life changing. Blah blah blah. You wouldn't understand." So it's definitely
I wonder
almost.
if they're doing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No,
I
you're
keep
fine.
interrupting you.
No, you're fine.
I wonder if they're doing like a sacred medicine type thing. Like, what is that called?
Like ayahuasca type of
Ayahuasca.
thing.
Yeah.
I did look on the website and the rules did say no drugs were allowed.
Is there
No.
no alcohol allowed at all,
Uh,
or is it just
that's,
that they're not free or not included?
I think, let's see. Let's see. Mars. I just got out of the website. Let me go back into it. I did look up like the rules to see, and there was some interesting stuff. Like you can't bring anything that records. You can't bring a DSLR camera.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's some interesting stuff there. Let's
So what do you
see.
do with your phone?
I guess phones are allowed because I definitely saw a ton of
But phones can
cell
record.
phone pictures. I know. I don't know.
Also, you know what I thought was funny? like included in the amenities was power sockets.
Only if you pay
So
$7,000.
do you not get power? Can you not charge your phone
I
if
don't know.
that's not the tier that you picked?
No alcohol. There you go.
Wow.
No, yeah, I'll just read it since we're here. No glass or disposable plastic bottles, no portable laser equipment or pens, no alcohol, no drugs, drug paraphernalia, or illegal substances, including nitrous oxide canisters. No,
Oh
I
my
find it
god.
funny that they included that. No weapons of any kind, including guns, pocket knives, tasers, pepper spray, mace, etc. No animals. See accessibility for service animal information. No drones. No audio recording devices. No selfie sticks. No unauthorized professional film or video equipment. No detachable lens or DSLRs. No gas canisters. No flammables. No barbecue equipment.
What the
Yeah.
hell? Yo, you know what I think? And I mean, I could just be hoping that this is what it is. Um, I bet that they say, no alcohol, no drugs, whatever. But I kind of feel like when you go there, they make you sign an NDA or something, and then they give you some crazy drug or something, and
Maybe.
you do some weird ass ritual, or I
Maybe.
don't know. That's what
Maybe.
it's called, an NDA, right?
Yeah, uh-huh. So if you look at the merch page too, it's and they post a lot of this on their Twitter. They promote the merch a lot. A lot of it is like kind of interesting looking stuff where there's one shirt that has I guess there's the definition of an echelon, and then on the back it's like all scribbled in like handwriting, and it says what's with the fascination with the echelon over and over and over, and then it says it took a moment, and then 30 seconds to Mars, and then like the triangle symbol. It's interesting.
I don't know why I find this so humorous.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's
Oh my gosh, that's there's more to it than I thought, honestly.
I feel like they're oh, here for on the t-shirt, the definition of echelon: a level or rank in an organization, a profession, or society, a special arrangement of soldiers, aircraft, or ships. Three, Mars. You wouldn't understand. That's so,
What?
yeah, it's just like they definitely have this like branding thing. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see.
The whole thing with you wouldn't understand and
Yeah,
Mars, that's what makes me think also that they do some kind of weird ritual or something.
they got
You
to.
know?
I mean, they're definitely doing some drum circles and shit. They are definitely
They
at
got
least
they I feel like they're doing ayahuasca or like mushrooms or something. I mean, which whatever, do you, but like
sure.
I just think it's weird as hell.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wow. I'm like honestly I don't know why this is just so crazy to me.
Jared Leto Cinema Club. Yeah, so like it's just like the more you look at it, the more you're like, what the hell is actually going on here?
Yeah. And the fact that they call him a prophet,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so does he like take on that role, or do they just call him that? Do you know?
He doesn't deny it. He doesn't say don't call me that for sure.
Oh Lord.
I don't think he told them to call him that, but they do, and it's normalized. It's completely normalized.
That is so creepy for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was really good, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked that there was like that much information. I know, it wasn't our normal almost an hour long episode, regular episode, but still like wow. That's all
Yeah,
I have to say.
yeah, and it was something that you'd heard about it, I'd heard about it, but I never really looked into it because I was like, "Oh, that's weird," but nobody
Yeah.
died, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, and I
Which,
kind of just thought of it as like, okay, yeah, like he's just doing something, I don't know, to stay relevant, or you know what I mean? I don't know.
Exactly. Like a publicity type of thing,
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
yeah. Hey, maybe it is. It's working. We're
Maybe.
talking about it.
Yeah, we are.
If any of you have been to Mars Island, let us know. Give us
Get
the
in
tea.
touch with us
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah. Spill the tea, baby.
Spill the tea, baby. Um, all right. Well, that's I honestly I don't know why this just leaves me like, and it's not gruesome like what we usually talk about, but
It
it's
leaves you
very,
wanting more because it is
yeah,
kind of really secretive. I'll do some more digging. Maybe we could do a part two.
yeah, yes. Okay. Well, all right. Well, hopefully we will be able to record a 15-minute murder tomorrow night. I'm not going to promise anything because I have a 1-year-old, but we will definitely try. Thank you for listening or watching. And you know what we always say, stay safe
Wash your hands.
and don't kill your
Don't kill your
family.
family.
And don't join Jared Leto's cult or just a
Yeah.
cult in general.
Or, or
Anybody's.
or do, but don't stay. Like maybe just go and report back with your phone.
Yes. Yes.
Get out before you can't. How about that?
Yes. Go and see what's up and then message us.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll help rescue you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye, sinners.
Bye, sinners.